Hello everyone, hello, 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 hello. We'll stop this. Hello, 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 everyone. How's it going? How's everybody doing? How was Brian's thingamajig? He did a rerun, didn't he? So I was thinking that couple of things. There is a giveaway at the end of it. I'm going to be giving away another one of those music boxes. We still have some, right?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. I'm going to give away one of those music boxes. So that's going to be fun. The other thing is that let's get me to 5,000 people, followers, so we could actually do something fun. And I am open to suggestions of 1,000 followers on what we should do, guys. I know I'm at 392. Actually, let's do something at 500 followers. Give me suggestions on what you guys want. Maybe we'll do a big giveaway. Maybe we'll do, I don't know, for the US people, if you guys want to come to the studio, maybe we'll do something. I don't know, let's find something and we could do something. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Anyways, so today I'm gonna actually write a cue, at least start writing a cue, and then we'll do some fun stuff. Hello everyone, Natalia the Weirdo. Hello, Natalia the Weirdo. Fish suit. I'll do it at 10,000. How's that? Is that Brian's idea that he wanted to do something that? Hello, Jason Roba 11. I went to CSUN with you a decade ago. Which Jason are you? Cool. So today I will try my best and writing a cue. That's one. And as I've told you guys before, I'm horrible at multitasking and see what I could do, but I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try and kind of just like going over some stuff. This is for another movie, not the one that I played on Wednesday, as well as I gotta mute this so people can see the video. Let me just do this. That's fine. Let me do this. So also, I know that there's complaints about, not complaints, just people are concerned with the time that we're actually doing this. I'm gonna try. So next week is Comic-Con, so I won't be able to do this Wednesday or Friday. So I'll do a rerun, and I will do a rerun, and we'll try to do this a little bit earlier. And we'll do maybe on Friday. We'll do it around 12, maybe. We'll figure it out. But we'll go and we'll do something fun. We still have live feed. Everything works fine. Perfectly good. Cool. So. Oh, Jason! I think I remember you. Man. Yes, I will be giving away the music box. Cool. All right, so let's get going. So this is a movie I'm on actually right now, and this is kind of at the end of the. We're not at the end of it. What I did with this project was that I wrote big chunks of music like suites, as we talked about, and I will, and then basically kind of just this is towards the end of the not towards the end of the project, but this is a part in the end of the movie where I wanted to kind of just do something that take one of the suites and do something with it. So you can see there's a couple of stuff that is already there. That's just basically because it's from the suite. You guys can kind of hear what's going on. Actually, I think the best way to do it is I'll just play you guys this, and I'll mute this. So this is what I have going on so far. CZ, I'm gonna have to go out of dim on this, so it might get like feedback back and forth, so you gotta kind of play around with that. So keep your questions coming. If there's any questions you guys have, I am gonna peek over to the right once in a while, and I will do my best to answer as many questions as I can. And then at the end of it, I'm not sure how far I could get with this. So if I'm gonna start basically kind of just I get stuck, or I can't write anymore, I will go to questions. So keep the questions coming. I am looking at the entire chat. So I have this new awesome app that I'm using today, that I'm looking at all this stuff. People say hi to you, Cece.
Hi.
So anyways, so let's get started. So this is a sound that I have going on with this. This is a very electronic score, if you will. So this is a really cool sound that I have that is actually, these are just strings. I'll show you guys how this works. So, oops, not that. So we're in this kind of F sharp sounding thing. You can see what it's kind of doing. Kind of cool. I have not included lyrics in my projects, but if I do, I usually hire someone for that. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is basically this scene requires a little bit of a coming up and down stuff. The way that this works, it's kind of an ending. So there's these two kind of, if you will, maybe love interests. They're talking, and then it gets to a kind of a resolve of the end of the project, end of kind of the reveal and everything. And I'm going to be using that guy, the DFAM, and I'll kind of walk you guys through that as well. And then we'll go from there. Cool. So this guy had to be extended just a little bit, so to fit the picture a little bit. There's a little bit cut right here, and you can see, yep, this needs to be extended to about, oops, go back. Right there. So as I said, I have another screen on the right. Unfortunately, I have picture on that, so I can't show you guys what that looks like. But maybe I could do this. This is a hard way of doing it, but for you guys, I'll do it. Okay, let's get there. Where are we? Just up here. The little hiss that you guys are hearing is actually from the modular synthesizers that are on and actually working. So the modulars are not doing anything right now, but they will be in a little bit. So goes, oops, too much. Goes, stops. So this is basically a pad that I wanted to extend it all the way to here. So I'm going to use this little tool thing that we have over here, and I'm just going to do this guy to it. Actually, I will do it the old-fashioned way of dragging this over here because I want it to feel that way. So, all right. That's better. Even a little bit longer. That's better. Cool. So I have a melody that I have here, as you guys might be able to kind of see what's going on here. This melody, show hide controller lanes. Okay. So it's basically, the melody is a very simple melody. It's being played by a really, really awesome synth. Of what's going on as well. So Okay, so I'm just gonna watch the scene as it plays through, and then I will play it. Basically, that's how I usually do it. There is no click in this, so I will do my best to copy this. This melody is kind of just, I'm just watching the scene on this side, and I'm gonna do it. So let's see. Whoops, I passed it. Let's go 288.55. And I'll explain to you guys later why. Okay, actually, I'll explain it to you now. So I have big chunks of audio and big chunks of sessions. That's why I'm at measure 2,855. I should actually save this. Can you go mains quickly, CC? Thank you very much. Cues. This is reveal. Reveal. Okay, go ahead. Go back. So basically, I have really, really long pieces of music in my suites, and that's why you're getting a really, really big chunks of stuff. So that's why I'm at measure 2,855. There's no reason behind that. Again, I'm kind of right now we're still in the cutting phase of the film, so I'm just working with the editors very closely and just getting it kind of to be perfect before we get rolling on the actual picture. So these are preliminary ideas. Whoops, and there goes me playing it wrong. Here we go. Go back just a little bit so I can. No click, and I'll tell you guys why. It's an emotional scene, so it doesn't need click. Capture it. So, let's go up here for a second. I'm going to look at some of these stuff. How do you deal with creative blocks? I swear I will answer that question once we get to the end. It's a big question, and I've already written it down here, right here. I have notes, and I will take it, and I will answer that. That's a big question, and I will answer that. Thank you very much for telling me that I should score Ender's Game. Please call the producers and let them know. How do you deal with creative blocks? Again, I gotta figure out the BPM for the scene. No, actually, so I've already figured out the BPM for the scene. It has nothing to do with the, so I'm not one of those composers that sits here and just claps through scenes. I like getting a feeling, and usually I do really, really slow stuff. So you can kind of see that I'm at 108, and if I turn on the click, it has nothing to do with this. So there is a reason behind that, and I will explain to you once we get to the next section right away. And it's coming up right here. So there is a scene change right here that it goes from one section to the next, and I have some sounds here that are kind of playing around, and I will actually have to bring that in because it's a cool sound, and I will explain to you how I got that sound. It's really a cool idea. So I'm gonna move my laptop. Sorry about that. Sorry. Cool. When I open up this guy, and I'll show you guys what I'm later. Really cool. So is this connected? No, it's not. Oops. Sorry. So you see this thing? Can you guys see this? There you go. So this is a really, really cool software by a company. It's called Borderlands, and I've worked with them really, really closely, and kind of, and just I've been kind of tracking this pretty close to what people are actually doing with it. The cool thing about it is that you could actually load different audio setups, and what you could do with it is you could move this guys around. We're on record, so. And then you could load up different settings in here. It's called Borderlands, just FYI. And then you could just do different things. Whoops. Tutorials. And you could do many different things. So one of the sounds that I have in here is that. So you can see it's moving around. So, anyways, I'm going to turn this down again. Basically, it's called a granular synth. It takes really, really tiny ideas. Whoops. I don't know what I dropped. Oh, nothing. Cece, please remind me. I got to take this home with me tonight. So what the granular synth does, it takes really small chunks of music and it just goes inside of it, really big, and you could go really dissect it. So this is what that sound is. One of the sounds that I created with that little thing. So as I said, this is a love scene, kind of. It is a reveal as well. So I want to give this a little bit of an uncomfortable sound. And I'm adding this sound to it to get that a little bit of an uncomfortableness to it. It's a little too loud. You see, there's this little bit of an uncomfort to it. So now, then we get to a section where she walks away. She walks away because it's basically it's the end of the movie and it goes somewhere else. And I gotta make sure that's not the sound. This sound. Okay. So this sound, I created this when I started the project, and it's part of this whole kind of this thing that I have. I can't tell you the name, but it's part of this project, and I created a bunch of sounds before I started the project. So here we go. Here you guys could hear what the changes are. I gotta turn on click. So I'm just going to watch this scene and play with this. You'll hear that buzz out. So I'm just going to turn that down a little bit so it just becomes a little bit of a variant on it. This is a very long scene, but obviously I'm not going to do the whole scene with you guys, but or maybe I will, I don't know. Depends how long I want to go for. So I'm just watching the scene down. It is one sound, yes, I know, but I'm going to do something to it so it becomes a little cooler. There's a lot of details in that sound. Bringing it down again. I know it's becoming boring. We still have a little bit of time. I'm just going to hold this down. Just look at the dialogue so I can follow this correctly. There's a big chunk of dialogue happening right here. So I'm bringing it down just a little bit so we can do that. You have to be confident. You can't be not confident about it. Your director will tell you if it sucks. So I'm going to stay down here because there's a big chunk of dialogue happening. I'm still having the same sound, and I'll tell you guys why once I start doing the defam. I'm still following the click. These are very organic sounds, so sometimes they deviate from click, so I have to play it again. So here we go. He's out. Dialogue is done. He's walking away. Getting in an elevator. And we're out. On a hard out. So now I have to make sure that this is on quantize because, again, I want to make sure that it's right on the point. So now I'm going to go back to this sound as I was playing, as you guys saw, where it started. So I'm going to do a little bit of I'm going to get to this part and do some EQs and stuff to it so it becomes a little bit more interesting. One of the things I'm going to use is called a pan man. What it does is moves it left and right. And you guys could kind of hear it. I'll shut up for a little bit. The other one I'm going to actually add is a little bit of something called a decapitator. Love using that. It just adds a little bit of a crunch. I don't want it too much. I want it to be a little bit of more of a high cut, and also change this, give it a little bit of a drive. There it is. Cool. And then I want to add a little bit of a not phaser, sorry. I want to add a little bit of a plate reverb. I'll explain something to you guys right now. I like using plate reverbs and such on synthesizers. I don't like using different reverbs for different things. So yeah, different reverbs go for different things. So that's that. So now this sounds like this. Okay, cool. So let's talk about this. Can you guys see this? Can people see this, CC?
Yeah.
Sorry if my back is to that, but you guys, I hope you guys can see this. All right. So, yeah, don't do that one, CC. Yeah, don't do that one. Cool. So this is called a defam, and I'm gonna basically just solo this for you guys so you guys could hear it. Mine is this guy. Let me get to somewhere so there's no sound of these guys. Go over here. There we go. So this is called a Moog defam. It's a pretty brand newish thing that Moog has created. So I wanted to create something again that gives us a little bit of attention, but not too much of attention. And I wanted it to be interesting sounding. So this is what it sounds like. I've set this up in order for it to sound like this. I'm just playing with the volume right now. So I'm gonna shut up for a couple of seconds. I'm gonna perform this into the project, and I'll show you guys how I do that. So I'm gonna create a one audio track, and I'm gonna have this be coming into the audio. Get out of here, Pan Man. Let's do a stereo. I want this to be mod in, and we're going out of 7 and 8. So we're going here. This should be heard now. palette. Correct. We mute this guy. So now, all right. So unfortunately, because this is an analog synthesizer, you have to kind of finagle with it in order for it to work. So I have to be on the top, as you can see these dots moving. So I want to get it to here, and unfortunately because all of this is sync, I have to just kind of press it, so move it on to the next one. So now this is because we're here, now it's going to go to the beginning of it. So I'm going to turn this down, and I'm going to perform this. And this is something that I do all the time as well. I have to take a picture because you have to remember what this looks like. So this is called a DFAM, and this is called reveal, and this is called click clocks. Okay, so this is what we do. You've seen the entire process, guys. You guys are seeing literally the entire process. Come on, get the pictures. All right, here we go. I don't take selfies with it. I just have to make sure that I get the entire one and then take a picture. Cool. So that's how it works. All right, so we are at the bottom of it, and then we're about to go to the middle. And I'm looking at the scene as well as the dialogue in order for me to be able to perform this correctly. And bear with me, and this might take a couple of times, but here we go. So volume down. I hope you're following along. I'm going to ask questions later. There's going to be a quiz after this. Changes that make it interesting. Watching the scene as it goes. Give it a little bit more. The big chunk of dialogue is coming up. I want to get it there. Big chunk of dialogue is coming up. I'm going to slowly go back out. Okay. So the end of it, unfortunately, I have to do it as another take because. So, you see, this is why we do it again. This is what I do every day here. So because I had the loop on over here, I have to do this again. And I'm sorry, guys. I know this is becoming boring, but I got to do it again. So this is what happens, and then I got to do this now. So I got to get this back to the picture that I took in order for me to kind of go back to that. So let's look at the picture. This is what happened, guys. Sorry. So we're about down on this one. Go here. We're up here around here-ish. That's the resonator there. Decay at 12 o'clock-ish. That's down, that's down. Okay, cool. All right, so again, I gotta get that to right there, and then turn down the volume, perform it again. So I gotta make sure that I gotta get rid of this guy, so I can see that. There we go. So here we go. All right. So here we go. Same scene, same thing again. I'm waiting for the scene to change again to bring the synthesizer back again. Yes, I know that goes on, but I can cut that. Cool! We did it, guys! We did it! Okay, cool. So, so now I move this to another audio track because I want to just make sure that I have it. And then I call it the same thing that I called based on that picture that I did. DFAM review, click, and collects. So, All right, so at the end of it, I gotta just make sure that we do this a little bit. So we just cut it out. My key commands. I forgot my key commands. There we go. All right, zoom into the end of this. So now, I hope everyone is adults here because I do curse a lot when I'm writing, so I apologize in advance. I gotta add a little bit of mass to this again. So I'm gonna listen to this. So I'm gonna add a bit of a echo void to this. I just wanted this sound, the echoplex. This echo, I just want to get it a little bit. Oh, mine auto saves. It has nothing to do with, I don't do saves. CC hates when I don't do saves. It's very simple, this piece. So now, I add a little bit of a plate, as I said. Oh, too much. Not that plate, this plate. Just a little bit. I might change my mind. Actually, no, this doesn't need a plate. It's too wet. Keep it as dry. That sounds cool. It sounds funky. But I do want to add a pan man to this. Just a little bit, so it gives us a little bit of a fun back and forth. Not too much. Really, really soft. And the width of it is very little. It slightly moves, and you can see this little arrow, how it's moving. Even less. Just slightly, so we can get this a little bit of an uneasy feel to it. Okay. So now, I'm going to preview this, and then we'll answer questions, because I got to get back to this. Yeah, so keep your questions coming, and we'll do a drawing after this. Cool. So let me see. Questions. I did answer, what do you do if you're not entirely confident? I did that. All right, let me talk about what did I write? See, I made notes. Ow. Creative block. So creative block, how do I get over that? Let me do a save. I lied. No. I'll explain to you why I did that. So, can you go back to this real quick? So show them something real quick. So here's the thing. I've learned this from my past people that I've worked with, and it's a little bit different. So every time I finish an idea, I've tried, I go up 1 point. So if this is version 1.0, I go up 1.1. And then if I get up and come back, it becomes the next version. So if I get up and come back to the studio, this becomes version 2.0, and then so on and so forth. So that's what happens. Creative block. Creative block. I see basically usually the only thing that happens to me is that I think I've said this to you guys. I am a person that it's first thought, best thought. So if my first thought is not there, and if I can't get it to be approved by the director, I go all the way back to the beginning and I start over again. How do I do that? I take a walk, I take a break, I yell and scream for a little bit, and then I come back. And it's basically just becomes fine. And then what inspires you? What inspires me is everything that I do. For example, if I'm looking at the picture, the storylines, I can't, I wish, you know what? I'll tell you a little bit about it. Basically, this entire project is about money laundering. I think I could say that. So I wanted it to be very electronic, and I wanted it to be just kind of weird as possible in order for it to be that. And I wanted it to be just kind of this really unsettling feeling, even if the love scene is just a super beautiful love scene. I'll play you guys a love scene that I have. I can't play you the love scene that way, but I will play you guys the track of the love scene. And that's what this sounds like. Where are we? Bloop, bloop, a bloop, bloop.
Penelope.
No. Okay, sorry. You're not supposed to hear that. Let me go back here. Let me go here. Let me see. Up underneath. Okay, so this is what the love scene, or if you will, love theme, sounds like. It comes from the same thing that we were working on, but listen to it. So that's the love theme for this project, and how weird it is. That's why I wanted to create it that way. There is a family theme as well, and I'll play you guys the family theme. The family theme is as weird and funky as possible. This is what the family theme sounds. That's what the family theme sounds like. So it's really, really interesting. But and then we have some cool stuff here. I'll play you guys some cool stuff so you guys could get your energy up again. But this is all the DFAM and my modulars. Preview. Start taking all this music, I'm going to change it. Let me play you this one. This is the DFAM again, that cool bass line. Anyways, so yeah, I love this project, and I am extremely happy that I got on this. And you guys will soon know. You guys could actually find out No, you guys can't find out I'm working on multiple things. But this, I love this project. This is an awesome project I'm working on, and I'm having some really amazing, fun things that I'm doing for it. I'm so excited about this project. I'll play you guys another track. But yeah. With the same groove that you guys were heard just like right before this. what was I going to talk about? Let me go back. Thank you for all the amazing comments, guys. I really, 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 really appreciate it. That you guys are making this really, really fun for me to actually do this. So, and I absolutely appreciate it. Did I answer that I cannot stream this? So some questions. I don't know if I ever responded to this. I will not be able to stream my Comic-Con panel. I apologize for that. I will do my best to give you guys as many things as I can, as many things as I could do. So what make you decide that you wanted to be a composer? Long story short, I've played Persian classical music. I started playing Persian classical music since I was 5 years old. I played the santur for Iranian friends out there. Shout out to Iran, Tehran, all those amazing people. Once I moved to the US, I wanted to be a hammer dulcimer player for an orchestra, and then I realized that that doesn't exist. So what I did was that I was like, okay, I have to study Western music, kind of like piano and stuff like that. So once I moved, I lived in Maryland, and then I lived in I moved to LA. In LA, I went to music school. And in music school, I had to learn the piano, and I learned basically kind of a couple of Bach pieces and Beethoven and stuff like that in order for me to audition. And then one thing led to another. I did a lot of short films, and then I wanted to be a composer because I loved films, and that's what I did. So that's how I got into it. What is the weirdest project you've worked on? I don't know. Weirdest is a very weird question. Weird, I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. How long did it take me to work on the Connor theme? The Connor theme actually came to me very quickly. It came to me probably like in about like half an hour. The entire theme, like if you're talking about the suite, that 8-minute suite, it took about maybe like 2 weeks on and off as I was changing ideas and everything. It's never finished. I could still change it if I wanted to. Do you have any advice for getting into TV game composition gig? Going to my library over the last few years, and I put some tracks. The game has changed as far as how to get into the industry. My first agent told me that basically there are 2 ways to make it industry: to go work for a composer, and hopefully one day they'll pass along a job to you, or the other way is that you go and actually write a lot of short films for a lot of amazing directors, and then one day they move on and do Fantastic Four. They do, I say Fantastic Four for a reason. I'll tell you guys why. They do Fantastic Four or a Marvel film or whatever, and then you become bigger and bigger, and they move on and do other films with you. So that's how you make it industry. As far as now is concerned, there was a time that you could reach out to a lot of directors off of Craigslist, IMDb. There was a website called Mandy.com that I used to do when I was kind of just starting out. But if you're in school or out of school, and I answered this, Jason, I'm sorry, I answered this in general. But if one of the things that I did was that I basically, while I was in school still at Cal State Northridge, I did pretty much per year, I did about 15 to 20 short films. And that was just basically, I just wanted to just go hang out with the people at the film school. But now there are amazing things you could do. There's that 48-hour, is it called 48-hour film competition? Yeah. 48-hour film competition. Those guys are making amazing films, and you guys could kind of start doing that. Unfortunately, it's just basically it's that. If you're writing music libraries, if you're writing music library music, continue doing that, and that's gonna get you kind of somewhere that you want to be, and hopefully you'll get placement on something. There's a lot of avenues to make money in the music industry. It's not just writing film or video game. Right now there's library music, trailer music, you could do app music, you could do anything and everything you could ever think of. There's a lot of avenues as far as film and television and Netflix's, Instagram TVs, YouTube, Facebook is doing now stuff. So there's a lot of different things you could do. I know I talked too long. Sorry, my apologies. Let's see. For a special agent, could you give us a piece of music without any context and we write a story about it? Sure, I could do that. Could be a contest for a giveaway. I could do that. No problem. I could do that. Maybe I'll give you guys one of my old pieces, and you guys could do that. What else? Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know if I could answer that question. I'm sure there's ways for you guys to find out. I'm not going to answer that question on there. Cool guys. I don't know if I mean, I have to write this cue. I still have to write it, but I think I'm gonna write it, and then maybe next time, not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday when I come back on, I'll show you guys the end product maybe. Do you have any other hobbies? Do I have any other hobbies? Yes, I love cooking. I cook. I play video games. I do all of that fun stuff. I don't know what else I do, but I'll let you guys know. Yeah, Jason, keep writing for libraries, man. Submit to as many libraries as you can. Just look at their contracts, make sure there's no exclusivity for them. And I'll be happy to kind of help you out if there's anything I could help out with. Just reach out to me either through Facebook, Twitter, or something. Here, I'll do this, and you guys could follow or whatever. You guys could do that. Anyways, so my wonderful moderator, Cumber Royal, actually taught me something for the giveaway. I'm giving away this little awesome thing. This thing. Yes, I know I've given out one already, but I'm going to give you guys one more. So, I'll give away one more. But let me try this. If this doesn't work, I will come back and do another one. So, let's see how this works. I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to roll. I guess that's how it works. There is none to roll from. All. Let's see, active. I think that's active. Roll from active people. There's none to roll from. Reset eligible status. I don't know if it's working. Cumber Royal is not working. Let me just see one more time. There is none to roll from. I don't understand what that means. If the chat fails to load, press F5. I already did that. Let's see. If the chat fails to load, let me reload. Letting the chat to finish loading the tab in the tab you came from, or just visiting it, and also helps. Chat loads. Anyways, it doesn't work. So what we're gonna do? Let's see. Letting the chat to finish loading in the tab you came from, or just visiting, and it also helps on this is the Chrome issue. If the chat is loaded, let me see. Maybe it's I gotta do it this way. Hold on, kids. If it doesn't work, we're gonna do it old school. We're gonna do it old school with CC. Yeah, it's not working. I don't know. Yep, nothing working. Nothing working. Maybe I have to do something. I have no idea. But I will try this out later. Cool. Try put a keyword. What's the keyword? Let's see. Win. No, it still does the same thing. It says minimum bits. I don't know what the bits are. Subscribe time doesn't matter. Subscriber luck. Get no special treatments. I don't know what that is. Reset eligible. Anyways, we could do it a different way. We are here. Cool. So I have all of our viewers. I'm looking at them right now. Awesome viewers. Cece, can you come do the amazing pick out our winner?
Again?
Yes, again. You're gonna choose the wiener.
Okay.
Say hi to Cece, guys.
Hi guys.
Over here, Cece. Over here. These are our wonderful viewers. So put your hand on it, close your eyes.
Okay. Point anyone?
Point.
This one?
Too far. One more time. Move your hand back. Put it on. Cool. Mefito. Mefito. I don't think you've won anything from us. So, let me just say hi to Mefito. Mefito. I am going to write a note and make sure I have that. Mefito. Mefito. Come say hello on Twitter and I will hook you up. Mefito. I really like that. You guys want to hear something fun? One of my, no, I'm not telling you guys. Privacy. Cool. Thank you very much, Bone Noise Music. It's fun. It's really cool. You should check out the entire studio tour I did. I think a couple of streams back, right, Cece?
Yeah.
Maybe last Wednesday. I think I did that. So it's pretty cool.
Last Friday.
Last Friday. Yes, last Friday when I was at home, I did that. Anyways, thank you very much for everyone. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Next week, Wednesday, I'll do a rerun at. I will do a rerun. Let's see. We'll give this a try. Wednesday, I'll do it at 1:00. And then Friday, I will do it at 2:00 and see what happens. And then go from there. There's questions coming, so I'll answer them. I'm here. I'm hanging out with you guys. Hey, Nima, do you still make production tracks for licensing library agencies or has composing? It's a full-time thing for me. I don't write anymore for libraries or anything like that, but I have my own library that I've been using and I've been doing work with, but I don't I haven't had a chance to write them. A lot of the other guys here do write stuff, and they're awesome. Ramin writes for a lot of libraries. Drew does it as well. CC just hangs out with me all day and annoys me all day. But no, I'm just kidding. CC's awesome. All right, goodbye, guys. Love you guys all. See you guys later.